this is New England in February going on to March 2015. For obvious reasons, I don't say exactly where I live. I mean, that would not be smart. They look the same, huh? They have nowhere to go. I mean, you figured, where do they have to go? They're just going up and down, but there's no room for them. My common sense tells me this cannot be good. It certainly cannot be good for this house, but from what I know, heard on the news, insurance, house insurance, of which my mama has. My mama has house insurance, you know, home insurance, whatever, will cover it, you know. They were saying on the news, if something happens that house insurance covers, make sure you only do the bare minimum just to keep yourself safe, but don't do anything major till they get here. That way they can't say it was like pre-existing damage or some such shit, you know. So, all the houses around here look like this. I mean, I can't see people's back porches, but I can see the front. And my common sense dictates it's not just my mom's house that was singled out to look like this, you know what I mean? I mean, that's just common sense. All people's porches have to look like this just because I haven't seen the back of anybody's porches, you know. My common sense tells me. Unless there were really industrious people around here who shoveled out their back porch. The second, I mean, that first big blizzard, we couldn't even get out. So, but there were, you know, people who would, you know, men maybe who would dare go to their backyard and you know, and shovel out from that way before it built up to 9-10 feet of snow, you know. I'm exaggerating, but only slightly. So, and actually, since it's obviously windy too, because it's deeper out on this porch, it looks, than it is out in the yard. You know what I mean? So obviously, wind has like blown snow onto this porch. I'm wondering, I said to my mom, can this deck hold this much snow? Is the deck gonna collapse? Needless to say, I mean, we're not hiring anybody. Mom's not hiring anyone to do it. Is it a fire hazard? Yeah, it is. I can guarantee you, though, that my mother's porch is not the only one that looks like this. She backed me up. We haven't seen other people's porches, but she said, name Janet down the street. Janet says her porch looks like that too, Laura. You know, say a friend of my mom's, Janet, you know. Janet or Monique or Tabitha or Monica or Simi or Christina, you know. So, anyway. I mean, the first thing Auntie said was when it didn't have anywhere near as much as snow, because we've gotten more and more storms, that's not good. That's a fire hazard. Yeah, it is. And if there's a fire, you go out the window or you burn to death. I don't know. No one's going to pay hundreds of pounds. You know what they would charge to do this? A lot. A fucking lot. Okay? Anyway. So that's what the icicles look like right now. As you can see, they have nowhere to go with the snow, so I guess instead of going down longer and longer like they were doing, they'll probably get thicker or something. I mean, they're not just going to change. And it's because of all the cold weather. If we didn't have such obscenely cold weather here in New England, the icicles, the ice dams wouldn't form because they would melt. Because I lived here to blizzard of 2000. I lived here with my mama that first winter that I came back here from LA. Remember, I was 6.5 months at the shelter, and then I came to live with my mama in November of 2012. And then I got, you know, the lovely welcome back to New England, Laura, after being gone for so long. Blizzard of 2013, but we didn't have this. I mean, we did not have this. As far as my mom's never had this, so neither of any of these other houses. Can they handle it? Probably not. There probably will be damage, as Trouble with Tribble said, come spring. And even the news has said it. But they said damage come spring is better than anybody trying to get rid of these things who don't know what they're doing, trying to get rid of them on their own. You know what I mean? So, and no one's doing it in the back of their porch anyway, not with this much snow. So there you have it. That is the back. Lovely, huh? The icicles look about the same to me. I don't know. Maybe they've grown a little longer. They can't go any more though, because there's snow in the way. You know what I mean? But that's what they look like. That's what they look like. Give you a view from out this way, like I always do. It looks the same. It just keeps piling up. That's all. There's the top of the umbrella, and there's the snow. And I don't think you can see this, but this is Omar in the cage where he has to go because he didn't go poo-poo. Omar, what's up? Can they even see you? Say something. Come here. Come here. Can you see his head? See, it's a big kind of carrier. This battery's gonna run out soon. I have the battery's fully charged. I just put them in the camera. So there you have it, peeps.